Hello YouTube, this is Kratos43 with another Out of the Box, and this time we have for you From the Vault Legends. It is for Magic the Gathering, as you can plainly see on the box here, and it is 15 foil legendary creatures, some of which have new art, 2 of which have actually never been released in the United States, and 1 of which is a preview card for Innistrad. Now, did the packaging a little differently this time. As you can see right here, it's not got the little magnetic thingy on it like it did with Relics and Exiled. I'm assuming it's supposed to open. Oh. I don't want to rip the box. I don't want to rip the box. I don't want to rip the box. Oh. It looks like... Okay, that's what happened. For some reason, the tab was on the inside of the box. Well... what we have here? We have a big piece of paper here that talks about the Legend of Legends. Talking about like the Elder Dragon Legends, like Nicol Bolas, which costs 2 blue, 2 black, and 2 red. The changes that were done, and so on. And then it's got on the other side here the 15 legends that are in from the vault. As per all the other things too, it came with a neat little spin down life counter, which has on it a it's like a little fiery thing or something like that in place of the 20. I don't know. And just like all the other things, the cards are wrapped up. Let's see. I'm going to do my best to put the preview card last because I can see it already. Let me just move a few things on the desk out of the way here so that way. Because I'm going to do what I've been doing lately, and that's zoom in on a card. The big difference with the preview card this time is that it doesn't have the expansion symbol for Innistrad on it. Well, it doesn't have the little shiny foil thing like Sword of Body and Mind did, but also the Sword of Body and Mind was a Mirrodin card for Scars of Mirrodin, so kind of makes sense. And believe it or not, I actually have an EDH deck thought up for at least one of these cards. Alright, let's see some cards. First and foremost, we have Rafika the Many. He's exalted, and when a creature you control attacks alone, it gets double strike. Pretty self-explanatory. like the art too. Crash the Blood Braided. 2 black, red, green. When another creature dies, you may put +1/+1 counters on Crash, where X is that creature's power. And he already starts as a 3/3. So he's going to get nasty, and because he's black too, he can't be, I don't think he can be Doombladed. Omnath, Locus of Mana. 2 and a green. Green mana does not empty. And Omnath, Locus of Mana gets +1/+1 for each green mana in your mana pool. He would make an interesting EDH legend too, I think. Una, Queen of the Fae. She's a recent legend. Choose a color. Target opponent exiles the top X cards of his or her library. For each card of the chosen color, you get a Fairy Rogue. Blue-black fairy deck with Bitter Blossoms in it. I think, though, I think she's on the ban list for Modern. I'm not sure. Progenitus. He's just mean. See? He's got protection from everything when you put him in a graveyard from anywhere. Shuffle into its owner's library. This thing needs to be O-ringed. Well, it can't be O-ringed. No, wait. Yes, it can. It can't be pathed. Actually, come to think of it, I don't think he can be O-ringed either. But Leyline of the Void will get rid of him too, if he's in the library. Visara. A big old Gorgon with flying that destroys things. Destroy target creature. Okay. Shroom the Hegemon. 3 white, blue, black. Artifact. When it enters the battlefield, you may return target artifact from your graveyard to the battlefield. It was a big Alara card, so yeah. Why not put it in a set with big legends? Alright. Sun Quan, Lord of Wei. Forgive me if I pronounce these wrong. He is one of the 2 Portal 3 Kingdoms cards that's in here. Look what he does. Creatures you control have horsemanship. It cannot be blocked except by creatures with horsemanship. It gets around flying. It gets around shadow. It gets around everything. Because there are no freaking cards in America that have horsemanship. Moving on. Teferi. He was the first legend that was actually announced for this thing. He has flash. Creatures you own that are on the battlefield have flash, and each opponent can cast spells only as sorceries. It shuts down blue. It shuts down opponent blue. Nah, you can't cast Jack! Whoopsie! I lost a card. Cow Cow. He's the other P3K card. Tap, target opponent discards 2 cards. Activate this only during your turn before attackers are declared. He's pretty good too. I'm not gonna argue. This is the card that I dropped on the floor here. Ulamog. He's recent. Oh yeah, he's from Arise of the Eldrazi. Destroy target permanent when he enters the battle, or when you cast him. He's got Annihilator 4. He's indestructible. He's a 10/10. He costs 11. He'd make a great EDH legend if you were allowed to run colors with him. Sisay. 2 green and white. You tap her to get a legend and put it in your hand, a legendary card. See, she doesn't do much by herself, but she can get out pretty good cards. Oop. Doran. He was, honestly, one of my favorite cards. One of my favorite legends. Because of what he does. Each creature assigns combat damage equal to its toughness. And he's an 05. So, yeah, you can just see why he's cool. Kiki-Jiki the Mirror Breaker. He was actually he's actually in a modern deck that made top 8. Haste, tap, put a token that's a copy of a non-legendary creature you control. And it has haste. You could copy a Ball Lightning, have 2 Ball Lightnings, swing for 12, almost say good game. I mean, he costs 3 red mana and looks like 2 more, but you never know. Oh, and this is the preview card. Makaris the Lunarch. He has an X in his mana cost. He enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. You tap him to put a +1/+1 counter on him. And you remove a +1/+1 counter to put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. He makes stuff big. And in Innistrad, you're going to need big. And remember too, Scars of Mirrodin is still going to be legal. So you need a way to get rid of -1/-1 counters. Anyway, yeah. That is the new From the Vault. Next time, it's probably be uploaded tomorrow. Got a new dual deck here. Johnny vs. Bolas. Until then, take care. Peace.